Deputy Leader.
Questions to the Minister for Housing with responsibility for SA Water. Will the government invest in replanting trees at the Hope Valley Reservoir, replacing the nearly 1,000 trees that have been destroyed by giant pine scale? And will the government consider further improvements to make more of the site available for active and passive recreation?
The Minister for Housing.
Well, I thank the member for their question. Thanks, Mr Speaker. Look, it's obviously an issue of some contention in the community because of the trees dying off, and that's given the government some pause for thought to re-examine the walking trails. And so I'll take that on notice and give the member an update. But I've got to say, it's not walking trails that the government is most interested in when we look at water infrastructure. It's water infrastructure for housing. That's what occupies this government's thinking. Not roaming around some reservoir somewhere in a pair of tight jeans, and a puffer jacket, desperately trying to make yourself popular. Those sorts of projects don't obsess us. What obsesses us is providing funding for water and sewer pipes that might give the next generation the chance to buy their own house. And I was only out in Anglevale a couple of Sundays ago. You're auditioning for your next job as comedian, are you? So, $59 million for water and sewer infrastructure, but I was really stunned because one of the things we're upgrading there, you'll like this, you should listen to this. So we're upgrading a sewer pump that was put in 2021. So the previous government put in a sewer pump for 500 houses, even though they knew another 1,500 houses on top of that were going to be put in, and we now have to go back and upgrade a sewer pump that was put in 2021. It's absolutely incredible.
Deputy Leader, on a point of order.
Standing Order 98, the question related to trees and in addition to recreational facilities at the Hope Valley Reservoir, and my constituents are certainly interested to know whether the government will be replanting trees.
The Minister, maybe if you could return to the question.
The honourable member. You asked me about infrastructure on SA Water's sites, and I'm just giving you a bit of an understanding that our priority is water infrastructure, water and sewer pipes for new housing. And your constituents would appreciate that because they're probably concerned about housing affordability. And I'm just giving them a bit of a window into the pressures that are on the system at the moment. What we had, the previous government ignored infrastructure for housing, both water and sewer requirements. You release no land, you put no infrastructure in, you spend all your time doing these sorts of boutique projects, which may be nice for people, but they're not essential to the challenges that this government faces in terms of housing.